welcome back. Some of you may notice that it is the morning. Not just any morning, it is Saturday morning, so a bit of a change from the regular programming, and for good reason. Plans changed. A bit of a last minute decision to do a day loop, half day loop on the bike. Amongst other things, in a completely different direction to what was planned for today. Been planning to head out on the bike this weekend for some time. Work almost got in the way. Tidied up some loose ends last night. I'm a bit more relaxed now and feel that I definitely need to leave the building. This is the first big ride since Through the Hills. So far, mentally, I'm feeling really good about being out on the bike. Remembering exactly what it is I love about being out in the middle of nowhere. So there'll be a link below to the bio and everything about this ride, which will have ride with GPS route information. But when I get to these junctions, I've got to stop and have a look and make sure that I'm not going miles out of my way to have to double back, because I don't really feel like doing that. So this route, with the exception of a little bit out of Taihape, was devised by the people at River Valley Lodge. So shout out to them. If you're not into camping, but you want to come and do this, go and check them out. So if you've seen my bikepacking beginner's guide sort of setup video, you remember that I talked about feed bags. These guys being really good, best bang for buck investment. You can be riding along and grabbing something to eat, a bit of protein bar, energy bar, jet planes. Absolutely brilliant, which just keeps you moving. Back onto gravel. It's quite handy that this trail is actually being marked with signs. That makes it pretty awesome. That looks like as good a spot as any. So, time for a brew. So if you've seen my coffee outdoors video, you know my preference on trips like this for weight and just general ease of use is instant. So again, it probably seems excessive carrying a cooker on a day ride. When it comes to peace and quiet and enjoying your coffee, it doesn't get much better. Enough of that extravagance. Back on the road, and looks like it's still a little bit of climbing to go. So much for my mountain views. K to go. Something to be aware of with these remote rides is water. I forgot to bring my water filter. Also foolishly didn't completely fill my third bottle, so I'm now rationing water. So very recently I went to my doctor about my mental health. The conversation came down to, what do you want from the appointment? I said, I don't want a solution. It's not the kind of problem you can just fix. What I want is tools. The more tools I have, the more I understand myself and how I work, the better equipped I am to deal with these times. I'm reflecting upon that now. I haven't been on the bike much in the last 12 months. Life's gotten in the way. I find success a little bit hollow. You build up to something, you achieve it. Okay, so what's next? That's one of my issues. So after the Renegade, I struggled to get motivated to get on the bike because that was the pinnacle of performance for me. It's well outside what I expected I could do in the time frame I expected that I'd be able to do it. Through the Hills was a bucket list trip for me. Trying to tick off my half marathon goal has taken all of my focus since then, and what I'm finding is all my cross training has really helped. It's another tool. I'm not flogging a dead horse trying to accomplish goals single-mindedly entirely. There's multiple ways to achieve a goal. Okay, 13 kilometres to Taihape Junction. I've been before, but I don't know if that's where I'm headed or not. If it is, it's a bit longer back to Taihape than I thought. Alright, so what I was saying about running out of water, I've run out of water, not actually too far from civilization. I've got about 7 or 8k to go. Walking the gravel section because I'm starting to feel the bonk, and gravel's definitely more taxing than the tar seal, so I'm just trying to conserve a little bit of energy and see how that goes. I'll actually just sit and rest for a minute. So, I've made it back. There's definitely a couple of tough points in that one with running out of water and nutrition, basically. So a couple of rookie mistakes because I haven't done it for a while made me employ a bit of strategy. But for now, I'm going to get myself a well-earned ice cream, chocolate drink. Who knows what else? This might be National Park 2.0. If you've seen Somewhere in the Middle, you'll know what I'm talking about. Well, that selection was incredibly disappointing, but food allergies suck. Randomly, I had a craving for a Lucasade, which I haven't had in probably 20 years and weren't sure if they even still made it, so that's good find. Okay, so as I sit here looking at the map on Ride with GPS, I realised that I've taken a wrong turn.
Gone about the same distance, maybe even slightly more, but I've doubled back along the same road.
Just doing some research into campsites and other things that I want to look at around here, and without going too far out of my way, there's not really much. Being that tomorrow's Sunday and I'm a little bit stressed by how much work and otherwise I've got to do, I think I'm actually going to call it and make this a day trip. It was very loosely planned this morning. I've sort of got things to be at a camp, but it's 3 o'clock, 3:15, and so the nearest campsite that's on my way, I can't have fire, so I'll get very bored. With that, I'm going to leave it there. I'll put up a link to the correct Laughing Mower route. On a clear day in winter, I think it'd be an absolutely stunning ride. So I will see you on the next one. And now I'm stuck in here with cramp that I can't stretch. Fuck, I'm gonna have to get out in the rain. And I left my cramp stop at home.